Let's talk about continuous and discrete variables. So whenever we have quantitative variable, it comes into two types, either discrete or continuous. And all that really is when we get the value for the variable, are there an infinite amount of values for that variable, or do we have something that's what we call countable, meaning that there's not an infinite amount. We can actually count how many there are possible outcomes for that variable. For example, how many brothers or sisters do you have? That would be countable. There's not an infinite amount. Something that's continuous is how long have you been living? That would be a continuous variable. Well, in the sense that the number of outcomes are infinite. You could be alive 21 years, 6 months, 4 days, 5 hours, 23 seconds, 24. So there's an infinite amount of outcomes there that you could have with that. Looking at this example here, amount of gasoline in a tank, that would be considered, again, that's a quantitative variable. And in this case, the term countable, if it was discrete, would mean that you have one amounting the gas to, but you can also have 1.3 gallons, 2.67 gallons, right? And so there's an infinite amount of value, so that's why we would say the amount of gas is continuous, not discrete. In this case, amount of fabric, that would be continuous also, because it's not countable. The amount of fabric, you could have 1.1 yards, 1.2 yards, 1.333 yards, right? There's an infinite amount of values for that variable about the amount of fabric. Again, discrete, another example for discrete would be your shoe size. You could be with 0, 1, 2, 2.5, right? It's not an infinite amount of values.